Hello everybody, today I'm here to do my version of the character Betrayal Tag, which was created by Miranda over at Books 101, and I was tagged by Danny over at Performing Bookshelf. Now I have linked both of those lovely ladies' channels as well as their versions of this tag. Miranda's is the original, and I'm not sure if at the end of this you're gonna think I'm an angel or a villain, because these are just gonna put me in the nasty side of things for now. The 5 scenarios range from kissing to leaving them to die, I'm assuming, and I have chosen 5 different books rather than 4? No, 3. I can't count. 3 different books because I was going to use the same book for 3 different answers, but I decided to spread out the villainous motives in my mind. So let's start off with scenario 1. You are at a party playing a game of Spin the Bottle. The bottle lands on you and your dream fictional character partner. You lean in to give a kiss to your dream fictional character partner, while all the while their actual girlfriend or boyfriend is watching. Which character are you betraying in order to get a kiss from the character of your dreams? Well, starting off, it has to be a dream fictional character, so that puts quite a large range for me because it seems like I'm crushing on every single book guy I'm reading right now. The second thing is, I've never had my first kiss, so this would be my first kiss that I would be getting, and the first kiss that he would be giving to me. So it's a very special moment to think about, right? Very special, very particular, and the only one that seemed to be, this is who I'd like to have my first kiss with, is from The Siren by Kira Cass. I know, this book, it keeps showing up. What can I say? Go read it. The character I would be betraying is Kaylin, who's the main character. She's a siren. And I would be betraying her by kissing a Kinley, because I really want a kiss from a Kinley. I actually wish a Kinley was real because I'd kind of like to date him, or marry him, or just be his maid. I just want a Kinley to be real, pretty much. That's all I could really hope for at this point in time. So now we're going to move on to the other ones where it's more characters you don't like. And what's interesting here is I not only had to think about who I wanted for each of these answers, but where to put the people I wanted, because some of them have some surrounding circumstances that would help them in these situations. So let's go into scenario 2. You just watched Mean Girls and saw Regina George being pushed in front of the bus by Katie. Unlike Mean Girls, you do not feel guilty about pushing a character in front of a bus. Which character would you push in front of a bus? They are still alive and well after. Well, I got thinking, and this character really needed to be betrayed in this scenario for me, because all the other ones, it just felt like she would be able to get herself out of the situations because of her training. And I think you're gonna know the minute I tell you the title of this book, because if you've read it, you know who I'm picking. It is from Ruby Red by Kirsten Gier, and it could be with the entire trilogy, and there are so many names. It's the Ruby Red trilogy, the Precious Gem trilogy, the Gem trilogy, the Precious Stone trilogy. Too many titles for this series for my liking, but the character that I am going to push in front of a bus is Charlotte Montrose, because that girl could weasel her way out of all the other situations. This one, there is no way. She's standing in front of me. I could push her in front of that bus, and there's no way that that bus is not going to hit her. She can't do some ninja skill to get out of there. Seriously. So, yes. Scenario 3. It is a life or death situation. Ooh. You are trapped with a character you hate in the middle of the bush. Suddenly, as you keep walking, the woods begin to look familiar, and you know the way out. You call it a break for the day, and you and the character you hate decide to call it a night. That night you leave sneaking away from the character, leaving them to find their own way out. Which character do you betray? Well, for this one, I got thinking that this character is actually rather perfect, and it is from Pretties by Scott Westerfeld. Now, the character that I'm going to select turned into a pretty at the end of the first book, and is a pretty at the start of this one. But if you've read the first book in the series, you're going to understand why I chose this character for this scenario. And it is Shay, the pretty. Because, let's be honest, the way she acted at the end of the first book? Do you see where I'm going with this one? Yeah. Perfect situation. Yeah. Scenario 4. You are trapped in a hole, and above you lies the only escape. Before I go on, I just want to state, make sure if you're ever in a hole with someone or a situation where one of you needs to get out first, you need to be that first person, because you can trust yourself that you will help that other person, correct? You're not just going to leave them to die. But that's a side point. That's a side point. Right now we're going to betray, not help. You ask the character you are trapped with for a lift so you can get out. You tell them when you get out of the hole, you will help them out. You make it out of the hole and walk away, not helping the character still trapped inside the hole. Which character do you betray? Well, I'm a little evil with this one, because this character fits this scenario to the T, and it is from the novel Feeling Sorry for Celia by Jacqueline Moriarty. And I think you can tell from the title, like, you horrible person, but you need to read this to understand. The character I am going to betray in this and leave at the bottom of that hole is Celia herself. There is no way that girl is getting out of that hole at all. I'm serious. None whatsoever. And the final 5th scenario is you are in an argument with the character you hate when bang! You are surrounded by zombies, vampires, and werewolves. Sorry, wolves. You and this character have to unite to fend off these creatures. You then realize you have magic dust in your pocket that a warlock gave to you that will help you get out of any situation. You use it and suddenly find yourself in a luxurious environment, sipping a drink you love. Which character would you leave to fend for themselves? Well, this just shows how much of a villain I am. Not only have all those other characters fit these questions to a T, but if you've read this book, you're going to understand why this situation is going to be hilarious. The character that I'm going to betray is out of Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. The character I'm betraying, specifically, is Hattie, Ella's wicked stepsister. Now, Hattie is a character that really can't do anything. So, getting stuck trying to fight other people, where me, the damsel not in distress that can fight everybody, doesn't end up surviving. Something's gonna happen to her. She's probably gonna die. I'm just saying. We can make a little lovely tombstone for her one day. Anyway, guys, let me know, do you like my answers to these questions? I hope you don't think I'm too much of a villain. Anyway, guys, I'm going to tag one person, and it's a recent channel that I have found and I've really enjoyed. It is Christine from Tyne Vlogs, and I really enjoy her content. She posts one book-related video a week, and if you guys haven't checked her out, I will link her channel as well in the description box below, so you guys can go and check her out. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Let me know if you do this tag or what your answers would be, and if you do post a video, please link it in the comments down below so I can go and watch it. And I will see you guys next time. Until then, go and pick up a random book and read. Bye, guys.